what is journaling?
So I am now, no, I will not refer to any specific person. It's to all the audience here in the group. Journaling is nothing but writing. That's it. There is nothing complicated about it. When you pick your pen, and you write something on paper, that's journaling. That's it. It
Okay.
can be anything, it can be in any shape, it can be a drawing, it can be a doodle, it can be a to-do list, it can be your experience during your day, it can be your dream which you saw in the morning, or while you were maybe 1 month back. Describe that dream. That's journaling. If you have a fight with your spouse or your cousin or your parents, write it down. That's journaling. There is no definition, there is no rule. The only rule is pick your pen and write.
Okay. So anything that comes in my mind, and if I'm writing it on the paper, that is journaling.
Absolutely. Now, with time, people have started using smartphones to enter their diaries, or using laptops, which is completely fine. I am absolutely okay with it, because I also do some shape of typing journaling. But largely, I do believe that when you pick this pen and you touch the paper with this tip of the pen, I don't know, I there is no, I have not done any research, or I don't know any scientific papers, but there is a connect which happens from here to the paper. I don't know, that doesn't come when I do it on a keyboard, or on my smartphone. Now that's a very, very personal choice. You are absolutely open to do your writing on a laptop. Be open to that. Write. That's the only rule. Write. When you write, you journal. That's it.
Okay. So is there like any,
Hello.
yeah?
Sorry to interrupt. I just got a question. Like Nishish just said, ki anything that is in your mind and you write on the paper is journal, right?
Yeah.
So is this like I have a habit of writing a to-do list every day in my morning in my in my office, and similarly, like I have a habit of writing a quote. Like whenever I see a good quote in a book or in newspaper, I write that quote in my journal, or what you say, a diary I use. So is that count in journaling?
Yes. It's a form of journaling. See,
Okay.
so let's take to-do list example. You have quoted to-do list. Now, to-do list is nothing but something which is inside your mind, inside in your head, and you
Hmm.
know that it will bother you at certain point in time during the day. So it's better to put it down on paper.
Okay.
Now, if you don't put it down on paper, you might lose the track. This is what you believe, right?
Yeah.
That's a form of journaling.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, when you write a quote, the quote can be from anyone. It can be from Brian
Yeah.
Tracy. It can be from Mahatma Gandhi. It can be from
Yeah.
anyone. You write
Yeah.
that quote, a lot of thing happens in your mind, right? Immediately
Hmm.
you start attaching yourself with the quote.
Yeah, kind of like it
So that
intimidates.
now do so tomorrow, try one thing. Whenever you write the next quote, express your thoughts in 3 lines or 4 lines about that quote below that quote.
Okay.
That will be a much better way of journaling than what you're doing now, because quote is not your thought, quote is somebody
Yeah.
else's thought.
Yeah.
But when you describe it in your words, it becomes journaling.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, it's nice. So Nishit, like, how can one start journaling practice?
uh, I hope people are carrying a pen and a paper today. If you are, I think we can start journaling right away without any more waiting or any experimentation or any theory, if you are ready.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. I think if our audiences are ready,
Yeah.
can we hear yes?
Yeah.
Can we
Yes,
hear
yes,
more
sure,
of
we
yes?
can do it.
I don't want. He said.
Who doesn't have a notebook, just pick any paper which you can see nearby. If you see a newspaper, just pick it up. We just need a small space, a small blank space, and a pen. That's it.
So are we all ready?
Oh. I think yes, but before we start, I just want everyone to read this beautiful quote or a beautiful portion of writing. I'm not sure if you have heard about this girl called Anne Frank. She was a very little girl who wrote a diary for herself, and that diary has become a benchmark for the diarist or the people like me who love journaling. This is the quote which she wrote on the top of the paper on the very first day when her parents gave her a journal book on her birthday. Now, it's a beautiful, beautiful line that I hope I will be able to confide everything to you, as I never been able to confide in anyone. And I hope you will be a great source of comfort and support. She was referring to her journal book. And if you carry on with this habit, I'm sure you will feel the same feeling. Now, Monica, if you don't mind, I had thought about a small story. It's a story which I read, I think, I don't know, somewhere in a book or somewhere on a website. And then I mentioned it in my book also. It's a very generic story. I'm pretty sure that everybody must have heard about it. So, so there was a man, maybe Nishit Goyal, walking towards an elephant farm, and I saw a few elephants who were like chained together, or maybe there were 10 elephants, and they were chained with a small chain. Now that kind of surprised this person, and he asked the caretaker there that these animals are so strong, why they can't just break that chain and move away? Why are they stuck here? So the caretaker told this person that when these animals were very, very small, they held them with this chain. Now, even though they have grown now, this chain is holding them in their mind. And that's how they don't even try to break the chain. Now, it's a very simple story to question our current belief systems. I am not questioning or doubting your current belief systems in absolutely no way. I am just saying that it is very important for us to keep nudging our current belief systems. Whatever you believe, your religion, your daily life, your assumptions, whatever, but keep challenging them. Journaling is one of the simple tools which allow you to do that every day. It hits you very hard every day, and that's why I wanted to narrate this story. Now let's quickly jump onto the exercise. I have a small exercise for all of you. On the screen there will appear a prompt, a journaling prompt. It's a very, very simple prompt, nothing too complicated. Just write whatever hits your mind. please don't filter your mind. Please don't put any Instagram filter. Let be as original as we can. Whatever your mind says, please put it down on paper. Okay, no filter. It's a very, very simple prompt. No, nothing complicated. Should I go ahead? Should I give you the prompt?
Sure, sure.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we should take approximately 5-7 minutes. Take your time, no worries. Then once everybody is over, we will spend some time and discuss our thoughts. So here we go. Yeah. And I have only written 5 times. If you want, you can increase it to 10, 15, 20, whatever you want. People who are done, do one thing, close your eyes, take 5 deep breaths, and again answer. Relax yourself. And people who are short of thoughts, maybe you can define yourself by putting down your relationships, your profession, what do you like, what you don't like, your current emotional setup, what are you feeling right now. So these are some of the prompts. I'm just helping you to think through what's the weather around and how are you linking yourself to it. You can add a simple word after I am. Just say I am feeling. So that becomes another prompt, and you can elaborate now. Now, whenever people want to throw questions at me, your queries, your feedback, your answers, let's share.
these are kind of affirmations, right? When it comes to I am. So it's affirmatory type, right?
Suman, when I started with this particular journaling technique, that is exactly what I had in my mind, that I will use this. I have a book where it is written, I am everywhere. So I thought that, okay, it will become an affirmation journal for me. Now, maybe after 6 months, what I've started is, what I've realized is, it is much beyond that. Because when I say I am feeling very confused right now, there is nothing positive about it, but there is a thought which is playing in my mind, which suddenly comes on paper. Or I am feeling relaxed. Now now I am speaking to a wonderful set of group. Now that's a current state of my mind.
True.
So I realized that this journaling technique started taking me beyond positive affirmation.
True, very true. But I'm sure, like, no, I don't know if many of them know what is exactly affirmations out here. I don't know if so if you could brief them at least, what is affirmations?
Okay, so and Suman, thank you for putting this point forward, because I want to share one of very small thing which I do every day. Now, and again, I don't remember where did I read about it, but I don't know, since last 4, 5, 6 months, maybe I've started doing it every day. As soon as I wake up, okay, sorry, there was a message on the screen. So as soon as I wake up, and before I put my feet down on the floor, I do one positive affirmation to myself. I say one positive affirmation, and that affirmation is anything. I say to myself that I am feeling happy, or it's going to be a great day today. I'm going to do wonders in my office. I'm going to finish all my work today. One positive statement which hits me first thing in the morning, I say it to myself, and I do one specific thing. I smile. I smile big time, and I punch in my punch in the air. Now that's one, maybe a 3-second or a 4-second habit. I don't know what it does. I have no clue, but this habit has got now imbibed in my daily routine. So to answer your question very, very specifically, an affirmation is a positive statement which you tell yourself, not once, but again and again, so that it hits your subconscious mind. Now, people who believe or who don't believe in the subconscious mind, it doesn't matter. Our mind, our brain is a very, very complicated thing. We don't know anything about it. Our scientists know a very small portion of it. We read religion, but to be honest, we don't know anything about our mind. Maybe there is a subconscious mind sitting in it. When you say something again and again to yourself, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, I am feeling confident, I am feeling confident, it hits you. It changes you for sure. It will not change you in 10 days, but it will change you in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, for sure. No doubt about it. And if you do it on paper, that change will happen much, much fast.
It tells your mind, while writing, it even tells your mind that, yeah, I'm happy. So
Right.
somewhere in your subconscious mind, it does enter, right?
Yes. And again, I'm saying this to everyone, that there is no gyan to it. It is important for everyone to know that I am a daily journal writer. I maintain 5 journal books. I spend at least 45 minutes daily on my journaling, and hence whatever I am speaking right now is no gyan. It's completely my experience. So please don't get me wrong that this guy has read something and has come on the platform to give us gyan. No, it's completely my experience. My journaling habit goes as long as maybe 7 or 8 years. And that is what is coming out here.
Wow, that's so nice and that's so true. Like we also, read in books, like you become your thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Like the thoughts that you
Correct.
carry, ultimately you will be the person, what you're thinking in your
Absolutely.
mind. And I think that is what the role of affirmation is. That is why it is very important that what you are believing is to be true. If you are thinking that you are happy, and if you're giving that kind of affirmations to yourself daily, and definitely in turn you will become happy, and there's no doubt to that. So wow, that's good.
Absolutely.
So I think we have done this activity. I hope I am. So please, Nishit, guide us. So what we have to do next?
Anyone who wants to actually express what they have written.
Yes, I think we have someone here, Deepti.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Actually, I unmuted myself because I wanted to ask a question to Nishit.
Sure,
Now,
sure,
before
please.
Deepti goes,
Yeah.
before Deepti goes ahead, now to everyone on the TRB, Deepti is our core passionate member of Be Better Bit by Bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Deepti, shoot.
Thanks, Nishit. So actually, I had a question in my mind, Nishit, but do you want me to start with what I have written with I am prompt?
Yes, we would
Okay.
love to hear that.
It's a long list. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, I'll start. I am Deepti. I am a chartered accountant. I am a woman. I am a learner. I am a kind person. I am in love with my life. I am a nature lover. I am in love with my own company. I am interested in Japanese. I am capable of doing anything. I am a stable person. I am very lucky. I am an emotional person. I am fit. Just too many of them adjectives, sorry. I'm brave, I'm confident, I'm silly, I'm childish, I'm foodie, I'm friendly but choosy, I'm crazy sometimes, I'm happy when alone, I am feeling good, I'm creative, I am what I am unique, I am a reader, I am a fast learner, I am very relaxed right now, I am secured mentally, emotionally and financially, and I'm feeling enough of everything right now. That's it.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I am
Beautiful.
mesmerized.
Now, Monica, if I'm sure if people answer this absolutely truthfully, everybody will be mesmerized
Yeah.
with their own answers.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Deepti. Thanks a lot for sharing the list.
Thank you very much. Can
Thank
we see you? Is it possible that we can see you?
Yeah.
Because I would definitely love to see you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll start the video.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, hi.
And yeah, we are waiting for your question.
Okay, so actually two questions, Nishit. One is that you said that you maintain 5 journals. So I wanted to know what are those journals like?
Okay, so my 5 journals are, I have one gratitude journal. I have one positive affirmation journal. I have a journal which is, I answer one question every day. So there is a,
Yeah.
I will talk about that book from where I got those questions. Then I maintain one dream journal. I record my dreams. And lastly, I maintain a journal style called the morning pages, which was suggested by an author called Julia Cameron in her book called The Artist's Way. I started the last one, the morning pages, approximately 3 or 4 months back. And to be honest, this particular form of journaling is now my favorite, because what Julia says in her book is you have to write 3 pages of free hand writing. Okay. First thing in the morning. So every day I wake up at 5:30. I have my journals in my hand. I write down whatever comes to my mind. No filter, no bear, no fear, nothing. So these are my 5 journals.
Okay. And the next question that I had in mind, that we spoke about, having the thoughts and writing whatever the thoughts are. So it's possible that sometimes we are not in a great form of mind. So it might be possible that we write something which is like not really positive or affirmative type of a thing. So is it still okay, or should the writing which is going on the paper should always be positive?
So Deepti,
So
that's
one minute, Nishit, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Dipti. Nishit, a request here, though we are recording this, so can we like exit the PPT so that this can be recorded?
Yeah.
Because if you are
I-
continuously on PPT, this thing is not recording.
I will. Should I stop share?
Yeah, one time stop share. Again, you can resume whenever you would like to. Yeah.
I have stopped.
Thank you. Yeah.
So Deepti, that's the whole idea of journaling. Now, journaling is very, very effective when you are not in the positive shape of mind.
Okay.
Because what happens when I say you write something positive, what happens is, even if you're not happy, you will come up with something positive about yourself. But that doesn't happen when you're unhappy. Because when you're unhappy with yourself, your true being come outside. So if you're not feeling good right now, if you're say something bad has happened to you, or you're tired, or you're hungry, your mind doesn't function properly. How I see journaling is, if I am not, or whatever, it's not about feeling good or feeling bad, whatever I am feeling, if I put it on paper, it's like dumping whatever is in my head onto the paper. What it does is, it immediately relaxes me. And that's like a instant reaction. That's an instant action. And it happens every time. I've been doing journaling since so many years, and it has never failed me. Now, you do it in the evening, you do it in the afternoon. I'm not saying that get up early in the morning and do your journaling. No, absolutely no. Whenever we finish our session, open your journal books, write whatever you are feeling. Once you do that, you will feel that calm. I guarantee that you will feel that calm. And when you do it every day, or maybe we need not be so regular as daily. When you do it regularly, that 1 second calm, that 5 second calm, that 1 minute of solitude impacts your everyday life. It changes you. It changes you from the core. So don't bother whether you are feeling good, whether you are feeling bad. I have written maybe 20, 30 diaries, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure that maybe 60 or 70% of those pages must be the tough feelings which I went through in those times, and not the good times.
Okay, understood. Thanks.
Somebody has written a few, yeah, I think it's type of journaling.
Yeah, actually,
Okay, somebody is
we are
noting
just
down.
noting down so
Yeah.
that others can
I
also
thought these
note
are
it down.
queries.
No.
Yeah.
So what are the types of journal that you have mentioned? Can you please mention some more? Affirmation journal, dream journal, morning journal. What can be different types of journal?
People do bullet journals. Bullet means they put down 1, 2, 3, 4 and they write whatever they want.
Okay.
Then I have heard of travel journals. So food journals. People maintain picture journals. They paste pictures on their journal notebooks, and then they write about that picture, whatever hits their mind. And as I said, journaling is anything. There is no rule to journaling.
Yeah, true. So, okay, we will see I am activity. We will proceed from there. So I think many of us must have written about the I am activity. So please guide us like how to go from here.
No, so to be honest, I don't have any, there is no right or wrong here. Now, whatever you have written, I want you to keep doing this every day. You might think that how can my answers be different? Now, that's a very common question which people ask me. Ki, to the same prompt, how can my mind give me a different answer? Now, my bad that I am not carrying my I am journal. I am doing that since last couple of months or 4 months. I don't think I have repeated any of my answers. And I am amazed by it, that how can my mind generate something new every day of this simple prompt. Now tomorrow, whenever you are okay, whenever you are comfortable, answer this prompt again. Kirti has asked a question. What is the difference between travel journal and a travel blog? I don't know technically, and I don't want to come up with an answer which looks intelligent because I don't know. I think if I have to maintain a travel journal, simple as that, maybe I will write down what I felt, and I will not write where I went. So if I was in Andamans and Nicobar Island and I was inside the water doing a jump, maybe I will write about my feeling, and that might differentiate between a blog and a journal. That's a very crude answer, to be honest, and I don't have a right answer.
Okay. Nishit, I have one question here. Like, how often one must write? And when? Like, is there any best time to write? Like, we can write definitely anytime, but is it something like morning time or evening time is best? Or is there any specified time when, you know, it work wonders?
Monica, I believe that morning times, to be honest, as soon as you wake up, now your waking time can be anything. It can be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, doesn't matter. Why morning? Because that's when you are rested. That's when your mind is completely rested. So what happens that it's like your mind is like a kid. When your child is well rested, he's so enthusiastic, he's so happy, he's playing. This is exactly your mind is. So catch him in that moment. Catch him in the morning. Second, I believe that you should do it close to your sleeping hours. Because when you pour down yourself on a paper very close to the sleeping hours, you tend to relax. And when you relax, you improve your sleep quality.
Okay.
So these are my personal choices of journal writing time.
Okay, okay. Okay, we have a question here from Mahima. She asked, as I have read about the law of attraction, I'm scared to releasing negative thoughts out. How to overcome this fear?
No, but I want to hear from Mahima that what is it about? So she has to tell me that one fear, and then I might be able to answer her.
लाइक जैसा कि होता है ना, अभी आपने बोला ना कि वो आई एम प्रॉम्प्ट लिखना था, तो आई एम ब्यूटीफुल, आई एम अ मूडी पर्सन। लाइक जब मैं लिखती हूँ कि मैं मूडी पर्सन हूँ या मैं लेजी हूँ, तो क्या मैं उस चीज को अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करती हूँ?
Okay, acha, got it. So Mahima, there are two ways to look at it. One is that by accepting that you are lazy, see what happens is when we are in a negative mood or in a negative frame of mind, we don't accept it. I am egoistic. I have an ego against my spouse. Which spouse agrees with this statement? No one. But generally, that happens in every relationship. If I write this down, what will happen is I will accept that yes, I have an ego. Yes, I am at a fault. Yes, I am lazy. Yes, I am angry. When you accept something, you make corrections. So there are two things. If you write positive, you do positive. If you write negative, you accept negative and you do something to correct that negative. That is what happens with me. A lot of times in the morning or in the evening, whenever I'm writing my journal, when I am not relaxed, when I am very, very anxious, and I write it down that I am anxious, I am angry, I'm not feeling okay with XYZ person. I have always felt a sudden calm in my mind because I have dumped those thoughts, those fear, those negativity to my journal. And to be honest, my journal is accommodative enough to accept all the negativity and just take it inside. And that's the beauty of journaling. Now, I am not sure whether I answered your question properly or no,
Yeah.
but this
No, I
fear
got it.
of, yeah, the more you write, the more you will come out of the fear.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah. Nana, we have a question. Nana, can we see you, please?
Yes. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
I have a question. Like you said that we should put down the negative thoughts too, right? So has it ever happened like, okay, let's say I start with I'm immature and everything comes up. So like, how do you decide when to stop? I mean, let's say it's been 5 hours thinking, like, because when I'm writing, then I may get exhausted before if I would sit and think. So that is there. But then how do you decide that, okay, now I may stop and it's okay, now I'll be able to actually, take action and make that change? I mean, am I clear with the question?
Yes. And you are clear because I can make a connect with it, with your question. Because when I write, as I said, I spend 30 minutes or 45 minutes. There are times, Nana, when my mind doesn't let me stop. There are so many thoughts. And it happens that I know my office timing is coming. I know I have to go and take a shower. But my mind is saying, नहीं भाई तू ये लिख ले, तू ये लिख ले, तुझे ये भी अच्छा लग रहा है, तुझे वो भी खराब लग रहा है. Yes, it's a tough choice. There is no right and wrong. But what will happen, Nana, is as you will start expressing, you will also know when to stop. Now it's like driving a car. If you don't know how to drive a car, you don't know how to brake. But when you know how to drive a car, when you know how to drive on a highway, you know when to brake. So,
No, but
yeah.
Okay, yeah, continue, please.
No, I'm okay. I'm done. You tell me.
Like, if I'm driving and I do have a destination at a specific place, say A, B, then I know when to brake, where, like, what speed to drive. But when thoughts are coming randomly, I mean, when I'm in a state which is completely negative, like I am seeing myself not okay, the world not okay, everything intertwined. where does that go? How long does that go, that okay, now I should stop writing? And it has also happened to me that I have written complete more than 50 pages, and then when I read it, I'm like, what have I written? I mean, there is nothing that I can make out of it.
It's good, Nana, that you write so much. It is very nice. It's good to hear. What happens to me is whenever I am in such a negative shape and I start writing, and as you said, I don't know when to stop. Somehow there is a trigger from my mind that I'm done. I have poured all the negativity out on the paper. Now please go and do whatever you, and this has happened. And this happens somehow. There is a trigger, there is a connection which happens, which says, okay boss, मेरा तो हो गया, अभी आप जाइए और जो करना है करो, मैंने मेरा negativity pour out कर दिया है. So maybe Naina, if you continue writing, you will get a connection with your notebook, and your notebook will speak to yourself that, okay, Naina, now you are done. Now, Naina, you are happy. Now, Naina, your negativity is out. I have accepted all your negativity. There will be a connection. There will be a bond between you and your journal book. It will come with time and with continuity. So keep doing that. Don't filter your negative thoughts.
I don't even filter my positive
Nothing
thoughts.
will happen.
I mean, when even there are times when I'm like so much positive that I get Pollyannish about my dreams. When I write down, it is something like nobody can imagine. So again, that is a different state of mind. Again, that happens that like when I sit and think about it, there is it takes more time. But when I write it down, it takes lesser time, at least lesser than I'm just sitting and thinking. But I still feel that there should be some standard that okay, you should write let's say 1 hour, 2 hour, and then you should stop. So just guide me on that.
I think you should not stop. This is my personal advice, that till your mind tells you, Naina, stop, till then keep on writing. And I think you should communicate with your family that I am writing, because Naina, if that's the kind of writing you are doing, it's brilliant, because then you have so much inside you to waiting to come out. And I would suggest then that you should share your stories with people. Share what you have, positive, negative, convert that into some kind of a story, share it with people. Because if you have so much writing in yourself, at least I would love to read that what is it.
And
Don't stop, write.
when would they become action? Then I think that okay, I have written so much, but what now? I mean, when is that time going to come when I actually take some action? And like you said that okay, you have accepted your negative things, that I'm lazy, I'm immature, and you have figured out that this way it can be corrected. But like when that's what I'm telling. There should be like, okay, now is the time to take action. So at the end, I am left feeling that this would only be in pages, not seen practically.
So Naina, I think what you can try to do is identify actionables. Then make a list of. So one is expressing that you are negative, one is expressing that you are positive. On the side of the page or on the next page, try and find a few bullet points which will help you bring out of the negativity. So if I am feeling very negative, there are a few things which I do. So I stand up from my chair and I go for a walk. or I see outside the window. Nothing specific. I just see out. It's like lost in the horizon kind of a thing. Or I drink water. What I do is I write these things down. So these are part of my to-do list. So I write, I will go for a walk. I will drink X number of glasses of water. Now what happens is these becomes action. Now if you are feeling negative, and if you, as you said, that I don't know when to act. But the question is not about when to act. The question is what to act. Your mind doesn't know what to act. So if you have actionables identified for you, if not today, you will do them tomorrow, because these are actions. If you have to buy a new pair of glasses, you will note it down somewhere, you will call someone. It's same like that. If you are feeling negative, write actions that this particular thing will help me, and it will help you. Maybe again, as I said, there is no right, no wrong. I am trying my best to give you some practical insights of what I do, if it might help you.
No. It's, I mean, now I'm satisfied. Yeah, of course. Then I'll not be left feeling that I'm wasting my time just writing down. I'll feel that, okay, this I have written and I have done. And then maybe the next page I write down, yes, I took a walk. And that way I can feel better.
Yeah. I think, Nana, they say now that action, like sometimes patience is the key to success. And I think what we can understand is, I think you should keep little bit, let's just keep doing journaling. Just don't think about like when things will turn out. I think it's better you give time to it. And I'm sure definitely if you are following the rules, if you are like following the plans as said by Nishit, the action plans, definitely you'll get some results. So
Yes.
lovely, Nana. Nice. We could get a lot many information from your questions. So Nishit, here I have one more question here. Like, can my diary keep me healthy? Like, can journaling be fruitful when it comes to health? Like, because many of us here are, of course, very health conscious, and people are, of course, thinking a lot in terms of healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, fitness and all. So, is journaling? Can journaling help me in that area?
Okay, so I will do a few connections. Okay, so now our basic understanding of health is good food,
Yeah.
physical exercises. These are the top two priorities when it comes to good health. A few things which doesn't find priority. They are sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things which we don't consider in the health window.
Yes.
And second, happiness. If you are happy, you tend to become healthier. And it's a cycle. If you are healthier, you will be happier.
Okay.
It's a vicious cycle. Journaling is not an answer to your overall health. Journaling is is a tool to give you fragments of happiness during the day. Those half a second, those milliseconds of happiness. These milliseconds, when they arrive every day in your life, they kind of snowball. Do you know what is snowball? A small snow crystal starts from the top of a mountain, and it
it rolls down and it gets big
it
and big and
becomes
big.
a big ball of snow.
Yeah.
The same thing. When you journal, these flash of ideas, these flash positive thoughts, they start hitting you. They make you happy. They make you relax. They make you calm. When you are relaxed, when you are calm, you sleep well.
Okay.
And when you sleep well, it impacts your health positively.
Okay.
So that's my connection to journaling.
Wow, like really, really, you really gave a wonderful insight here that, you know, health, how wonderfully health and happiness is related. I mean, it is like interdependent. They depend on
Yeah.
each other. If you are happy, in a way, you will be healthy. And if you are not kind of healthy, in some way, you are not happy. And to become happy, journaling can be your medium. You know, for
One of the
many of
tools.
you, it can
Yes.
be, it can come to rescue. You know, it might help you in that journey. Wow. So very, very nice. It's really nice. Anyone else who have any kind of queries to ask or any other kind of question that pops in your mind and you are eager to know the answer?
If not, I have a small exercise for you guys again. I think because we are in a journaling session, it's important for us to write.
Yes.
Because if we don't write, we will not enjoy. So let me share my screen again.
Okay.
There is another prompt.
Yeah.
Let's take again maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Spend some time. This prompt is targeted to make you happy.
Okay.
Simple as that. Somehow I am giving you a guarantee that if you answer this question honestly, you are going to feel happy right away, right now.
Okay. Wow.
Let me give you the prompt. It's on the screen. I think you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the prompt.
Okay. The prompt says, what am I grateful for today?
Yes. Now again, please, it's a request to everyone, don't limit yourself. Put down bullets, put down long sentences, do whatever you want, plus please don't limit yourself.
Nishit ji, hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had some connectivity issues. So can I get this recording of this session later, like in the WhatsApp group?
Can we know, Sonali, can we know from where are you speaking?
Yeah, I'm actually in Dubai.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. We will share the recording in the group, WhatsApp group, and we will share it in the Readers Barrel WhatsApp group as well, and YouTube also. So you can find our recording in the YouTube as well under the name The Readers Barrel.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So do we need to write only one statement we are grateful for, or like as many as it comes?
As whatever hits your mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm stopping the share because I think people are now okay with the question.
Yeah. It would be great if we could see our audience as well. So if possible, can you please switch on your videos? It becomes more interactive when we are able to see the other person. Please let us know if you are done with it.
Yeah, people who have done, I
Yeah.
think you
You can share as well.
share their thoughts. Can share their thoughts. Yeah. What makes you grateful today?
Though I'm waiting for Deepti to answer because, I think you are having a list now. Till now, I mean, at least 10 to 20 things definitely must be there.
Yeah.
Please
Right.
share with us. Start sharing with us.
Okay, so I have written the names of people or things that I am grateful for today. So it's like bullets. So I'm just gonna read them.
Okay.
So I have written parents, Thangam, who is my household maid, house, fresh air, water, my teachers, technology, Tasha, who is the dog next door, and the park, which is next to my house. These are the things that I'm grateful for today.
Lovely. We have an answer from Suman. I'm grateful for today. And Kirti, that I'm grateful that I am doing fine. Wonderful. Can we have someone else to just share some thoughts about what you're grateful for? Let us make it more interactive today. It has
People
been
who are
such
short of points, look back to your day and see those small things which have made difference today in your day. Yeah, like Mahima said, beautiful. I woke up in the morning. Yeah, that's the kind of things which we tend to ignore.
Yeah. I mean, we have an answer from Hema also. This life of mine. I'm grateful for this life of mine. Wow.
So okay, so let me share my thoughts. So I went for a long run today. Now I am grateful, to be honest, that I saw so many runners on the road, because what happens when, and it's very hot and humid in Mumbai. So when you are on a long run, you do whatever you can. You sleep well, you eat well, you drink well, but it becomes tough because you have to be on the road. It's hot and humid. And I am grateful that I find my fellow runners smiling at me. I am grateful that there is that cool breeze which goes on every 30 minutes, which calms me down, which cools me down. I am grateful for those street dogs जो मेरे पीछे नहीं पड़ते. So maybe these small things search for them, find them, put them on paper, make bullets. Life is not about life. Life is made up of these small elements. Be happy for this small pen. Be grateful to your smartphone. Be grateful to this platform. I think this question, even if you write 100 answers, you are still not justifying the power of this question.
Very true. Very true. There are so many things you can be grateful for. I think, I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on. The small thing, the tiny thing, the little things that actually, help you to in this life, to become successful. This very small, small things that we do for ourselves, for our family, for friends. We can be grateful for thousands of things.
Like Mahima is expressing that I am grateful for the way I am healthy today. I am grateful that I am able to help my mom. Beautiful.
Very nice.
If your mom is close to you and you are able to help her, what better than that? There are people who don't stay with their parents. The parents are far, far away. And you are lucky enough.
Yes. Very true. I mean, those who are really far away now, they can really be grateful for the things they miss. The things that we take for granted.
See, a simple prompt. It's a one-line prompt. What am I grateful for today? And suddenly there are 14 people on the call and there is so much positivity. And not just one person, not just the person who has answered that question. Everybody, there is kind of a vibe which we are transferring to each other through this Zoom call.
Yes.
So now imagine answering this question every day. Those positive vibes will hit you, will make your life better.
So true.
So that's just one example of what journaling can do to you. If you are short of ideas, if you are short of thoughts, answer this particular question every day from now onwards in your notebook. Just write on top of the page, what am I grateful for today? Put date, time, day, whatever you want, and then make a list. You don't need anything else to do productive, efficient journaling than this question. That's it. You just need this question.
Nishit, I have a question. Do we have 2 minutes?
Yeah.
So I was thinking that, every day we write, and I have also been writing on and off. So is it important to go back and read also what we wrote?
Personally, I don't do that. I have except 1 or 2 questions which I write. Otherwise, 98%, 99%, and it's not intentional that I don't do that. It's not an intention. I don't feel like, because I feel that journaling is that moment.
Right.
So if something has gone out from my head, if an idea has come on the paper, unless and until it is an actionable. So a lot of time what happens is, if I'm writing and an idea strikes me, that यार मेरे को ना be better bit by bit के लिए करना है, मेरे को मेरी next book के लिए लिखना है. So that kind of a thing I mark in a separate color maybe, and then I go back.
Yeah.
But I don't go back to my journaling thoughts.
Right.
Again,
understood.
that's a personal thing completely.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have a question here, Nishit. Like we are talking about like what to journal, how to journal and everything. But is there any don't of journaling? Is there something that we should not do when we are journaling?
Okay. So first, don't. I think I have said it earlier also when we started the session. Don't assume that there is a rule. Don't assume that there is a structure. That's a strict no. There is no rule book. Authors who have written about journaling, they never speak about a rule. They never speak about a structure. They speak about what are their experiences with journaling. If in the next couple of few minutes, I'm going to share a few book suggestions also. All those books are about experiences. So that's a strict no. Whenever you open your journal book, आप कैसे भी लिख सकते हो. आप जर्नल बुक को उल्टा करके लिखो, आप पेज को डिवाइड करके दोनों साइड पे लिखो. You write with different pens, you write with watercolor. So assuming there is a rule is a strict no.
Okay.
A second no, again, it's a personal choice. For me, keyboard journaling is a no journaling. Because, and I will tell you why. Because I think whoever uses, I think everybody uses actually, a smartphone or a keyboard typing. We are very fast. If you're typing on a keyboard, you are fast, very fast. When you are writing on a paper, you are slow. And that's the difference.
Okay.
Writing on paper slows you down. It helps your mind to make a connect with you. On the keyboard, it's like bullet train. It just passes through. Dhar, 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 dhar. So it's not a strict no. It's a no from my side that I don't do it. Though I have said earlier that I do some form of journaling on keyboard also. But out of my 5 journals, only 1 journal is on my keyboard or on my laptop, which is my dream journal. All other 4 are physical notebooks. So that's another no. And I don't think there is any other, to be honest, I don't know any other no about it. And another no, sorry. Don't fear. That's a very important thing. I hear it from so many people that लिखूंगा तो क्या होगा, कोई पढ़ लेगा तो क्या होगा. These are apprehensions, these are fear, which were there in my mind also when I started. When I started, I had my journal book in a lock and a key for years. I never shared it with everyone. Today, I have 5 journals. My wife has 1 notebook. My daughter has 2 notebooks. We all keep them in open. We don't read each other's journal book, but we keep them in open. Why? Because when you fear, what happens is you only write things which you like. But when the fear goes out, you start writing openly, truthful. I love my parents. I love my spouse. I love my kid. Yes, very true, but not maybe always. So हम डर के मारे ना बहुत बार ये नहीं लिखते हैं that I am angry with my kid. But you are a lot of times. So why not write that? So don't fear writing. Don't fear your journal book. That's again a strict no. So first, so I said 3 no's. One is don't fear. Another is keyboard writing.
And there is no structure.
And rule.
Yeah.
And the rule, the structure.
Yeah.
There is no rule.
Yeah.
Maybe these 3 no's from my side.
Lovely, lovely. So that's fantastic. We have a query from JK. JK, we can see you in our video. If you could have asked question, if you can ask question directly, it would be great. We can hear your voice as well.
No, but
Yeah,
JK, it's a very good question. And you are asking that, have you tried recording instead of journaling?
yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Maybe that's a 6th journal I'm going to add to my list now. It's a great idea.
Okay.
I have never tried it, but I think it entices me now. It's an interesting idea. And let me explore this.
Okay.
Wow, that's wonderful. That means recording can be also considered as journalizing if we are recording our thoughts. Okay, I think that would be, many people would love to opt for those that option, because it is one thing, it's easy. Means you don't have to carry a notebook and pen all the time, because smartphone, you have that voice recording facility with you every time. So whenever, whatever kind of thought comes in, pops in your mind, you can definitely just record it and, you know, keep that, you can keep multiple files. So thank you, JK. I mean, Jaya, I know your name. It's not JK. JK is.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
it's Jaya. Thank you for such a wonderful idea that you gave to all of us. Any other
Thanks, Jaya.
queries?
Thanks a lot for the idea.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're like feeling stuff, you can't get it out. You get sometimes you fail to deliver what you're feeling at the time. How do you overcome that? Like if you're feeling very angry, for example, maybe you can't get the stuff out what you want to say. How do you write it down on pen and paper? How do you express it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I will agree with you, Shruti, that when you are going through a tough time, it becomes very difficult to convert those feelings into words. Maybe but what happens is, when you are open to this idea that I will write it down, so there is a difference. One is the action of writing it down, but before action comes this perspective, this thought that should I write or should I not write. When you are open to the thought that I will write, what happens is your emotions will come out in a very basic shape. So let's assume I'm in a very complicated situation right now because of some complicated problem, and I am angry. Even if writing down very simply, I am feeling angry because an X person has done a Y thing to me and I'm not liking it. I don't have an answer right away. I don't know how to come out of this feeling, but I am feeling angry and I want to come out of this feeling. Now, this is something which has suddenly popped up, and this is what exactly is going in your mind. Be very simple, be very gentle. Now, okay, so let me, I think, I don't know whether that's a correct way to put it. There is a book called The Chimp Paradox by Dr. Steve Peters. One of my favorite books. Why? And I have only one learning from this book. What I understood from this book is, I have a chimp inside my brain, a small chimp here. And it's not a philosophical book. It's a scientific book with scientific principles. It's just that Dr. Steve Peters has termed this small part inside our brain as chimp. Now, Shruti, to answer your question, when I am angry, I am not angry. My chimp is angry. The chimp wants to express that fear, that anger. My job is to listen to the chimp and write it down on paper so that we can converse. I can be in agreement with the chimp. I have to listen to this, and I am not, again, there is no theory to it. I am telling you what I do. there are a lot of times when I start expressing on my paper and I realize यार ये बंदा अंदर बैठ के मेरे से बात करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. He wants to talk to me. And I listen. I am angry. I am not okay. I am somebody has done very bad to you. Why are you not reacting XYZ? I just put it down on paper. It helps this chimp to calm down. When he calms down, I calm down. Now, again, I'm not sure whether I have answered your query to utmost satisfaction, but I have tried linking it with something which I do in my life.
Yeah, thanks. I understood it.
Nishit, like you said about the chimp paradox, like the book that you were referring. So as you mentioned earlier, also there are some books that that are on journaling, and so can you please recommend us the names of the books that we can take help
So I will pop my screen there I will share my screen because the names are there, so it will become easy for everyone.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, here they are.
Okay, so this is to everyone. Please, you can take a note of this, the book suggestions that might help you in the process of journaling. So please take note of it, or you can take a snapshot, whatever you want.
And I have all the books with me right now, or whatever is listed here. Okay. So like, I don't know if you can see or no. So this is writing down the bones. It's about writing in journal, writing in general, and not only about journaling. Then this is a very beautiful book, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. It's like, and obviously this book doesn't need an introduction, The Power of Subconscious Mind. Again, it's not a journaling book, but this book will help you journal better. This is a very specific journaling book, Journal to the Self by Kathleen Adams. This one is a last one, in my list, the 100 questions. Now this is a book with, it's an activity book. It comes with a question on top, and then you have to answer that. Again, this is 1-to-1, a very journaling specific book. And this is the book, the most beautiful book on journaling. If you don't cry reading this book, come back to me. Maybe the best, it's like Bible. Beautiful, beautiful Anne Frank. Now here
we have a message from Mahima also. She's saying she's reading that book.
Thanks, Mahima. I am also, it's in top of my bookshelf. This is The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron. This book is a very hard to read book. It's not a simple read, to be honest. But I picked the morning pages from this book. And last but not the least, The 5 AM Revolution. This book has turned my life upside down. And it's not just about journaling. I don't know how come this book came to me. I think there was some kind of a connection. And this book has been guiding me since the day I touched this book. One of my favorite books. So these are the set of books.
I think we have people like Suman. She has read that book, Young Girl, The Diary of a Young Girl. And we have a message from Anand.